Hi boys and girls, today I'm going to show you Module 4, Lesson 5. How do I solve word problems involving the division of whole numbers with answers in the forms of fractions or whole numbers? Let's begin. This problem says that 40 students shared 5 pizzas equally. How much pizza did each student receive? What fraction of the pizza did each student receive? The first thing we need to do is ask ourselves, what are we splitting? Are we splitting the 40 students or are we splitting the 5 pizzas? Well, this is silly. We're not going to split 40 students. We're going to split the 5 pizzas. So this is going to show 5 pizzas. And we're going to split it amongst 40 students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 40 sections. But I'm actually not going to draw 40 total sections. I'm just going to put a dot, dot, dot. And I'm going to make the last one 40. So it shows that I'm splitting into 40 sections, but I don't really have to draw all 40 sections. So if I do 5 divided by 40, well, 40 goes into 5 0 times. 0 times 40 is 0. I subtract and get 5 left out of 40. So each student is going to get 5/40ths of a pizza. Well, 5/40ths doesn't really tell me much because when I think of pizzas, I'm not going to have them each split into 40ths. So let's simplify that number, 5/40, and see if we can get something that would make more sense when talking about pizza. Can we divide 5 and 40 by the same number? Sure, we could divide them both by 5, or 5/5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 40 divided by 5 is 8. So does it make more sense? Each student's going to get 1/8 of a pizza? Well, yeah, because usually pizza is split into 8 slices. So each student's going to get 1/8 of a pizza, which most likely is 1 slice of pizza. This problem says that Lillian had 2 2-liter bottles of soda, which she distributed equally between 10 glasses. They say, A says, how much soda was in each glass? Express your answer as a fraction of a liter. So we know she has 2 liters, which equals 10 glasses, which means that's 4 liters equals 10 glasses. So what are we splitting, the liters or the glasses? Well, we're splitting the liters. So this is going to be 4 liters. I'm going to split it into 10 glasses, which means I'm doing 4 divided by 10. It goes in 0 times. I get 4/10. So the answer to A is 4/10 of a liter in each glass. Now B says express your answer as a decimal number of liters. So 4/10 is basically the same thing as 4/10. And if I write 4/10 as a decimal, I need to write 4 in the 10th place. So this is 4/10 written as a decimal. So that's my answer for B. My answer for C, it says express your answer as a whole number of milliliters. Well, we have 4/10 liters equals blank milliliters. I know that liters is big and millimeters is small, so we're going from big to small, which means I'm going to multiply. Now, how many milliliters is in a liter? I know my answer is 1,000. So I need to take 4/10 and I need to multiply it by 1,000 by moving my decimal. And the answer is 400 milliliters in each glass. The next problem says, the Caliph family likes to paddle along the Susquehanna River. They paddle the same distance each day over the course of 3 days, traveling a total of 14 miles. How many miles did they travel each day? Show your thinking in a tape diagram. So we know they traveled 3 days and they went 14 miles. We want to know how many miles did they travel in each day. So are we going to split the days or the miles? We're going to split the miles to find out how much would be in 1 day. So 14 miles split into 3 days. So we're going to do 14 divided by 3. Now 3 goes into 14 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. And we get 2 left out of 3. So the family traveled 4 2/3 miles in one day. Part B says, if the caliphs went half of their daily distance each day, but extended their trip to twice as many days, how far would they travel? I'm going to help you set this up, and then I'm going to have you try it by yourself. So it says they traveled half of their daily distance and extended their trip to twice as many days. In order to half the distance, we've got to split 4 2/3 into half. And I know 4 split into half is 2. And 2/3 split in half is 1/3. So their daily distance is now 2 1/3. Okay, but they extended their trip to twice as many days. Well, their original days were 3 days. So double or twice as many of 3 days is 6 days. Okay, I want you to use this data, this information, and I would like you to find out how far they would travel. So what I want you to do is find out how far they'd travel if they traveled this many miles in 6 days. Then you'll talk with your teacher about this tomorrow. Thanks for watching, boys and girls.